Hi everybody, welcome to A Cross Call Tarot. This is Melody, and this video is for the star sign of Aries, Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, and if Venus was in Aries. Now if you would like to know where all your planets were when you were born, you need the time you were born and the place you were born and of course your birth date. All you have to do is go on Google, excuse me, Google free natal chart. It'll pop up and then put in all the information that's required. Now you can get your natal chart without knowing the time, the time you were born, but it's not going to be concise to you. It's not going to have exactly where all the planets were. It's going to have an estimated place where all the planets were, but it's not going to be exact. So just a little piece of information there for you. So again, this is for Aries for the month of August. Okay, so we're going to start off with using, these are the Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards by John Holland. Spirit, guides, angels. Can we get 6 cards for the sign of Aries for the month of August? Thank you and blessed be to you guys up there. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this stuff. Alright, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, and if Venus was in Aries when you were born. Now keep in mind, this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. By no means do I want to give anybody false hope or trigger something that doesn't need to be triggered. If you would like a more personal reading that's more personal to you, you can contact me at acrosscall@gmail.com, or up in the right hand corner of my YouTube channel is a link to my Facebook page, Sacred Circle of the Crows. Okay, there's also a link up there for my PayPal for donations if you wish to donate something. Alright, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising for the month of August. By the way, this is the second time I'm making this video. I tried to make it the other day, and my computer died because I did not have it plugged in right. Total blonde moment. I am not a blonde, but total blonde moment. I actually have really dark hair. Alright. It's the Native American coming out in me. That's why it's dark. I got the high cheekbones to prove it. Alright, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, and if Venus was in Aries for the month of August, please Spirit. Aries for the month of August. Aries for the month of August. So did anybody get to see the lunar eclipse yesterday? Please leave a comment and let me know if you did or if you didn't. I live in the United States on the East Coast. So I didn't get to see it because it wasn't visible to us. But I still felt the energy. Like it was massive. I felt it coming for probably 2-3 days before it actually did. The eclipse actually happened. And if you watched my videos, you'll know that it felt like a tower moment coming. Now, mind you, today is excuse me, July 28th. So we're still in the full moon energies. We still got another day to 2 days until they actually subside a little bit. And then we'll be heading towards the new moon lunar eclipse in August. I believe it's August 11th. And It's a partial solar eclipse. So we are in eclipse season, which means things are unseen. Things are eclipsed. Things are coming out of the darkness, possibly. And I also been reading too, because I follow people on YouTube just like you guys do. It's a Lion's Gate. It's a special planetary alignment coming. I also have to say that Mercury went back into retrograde, so everything was acting up. That's why I didn't do no videos yesterday. My internet was acting up, the computer was acting up, how I was even acting up. And Mars is in opposition of the moon. So, and I think it's in retrograde as well. I think every planet up there is in retrograde, which is, I believe, has something to do with that Lion's Gate. Now, I do know a little bit about astrology, but it's not one of my major points. But I know enough to get me by, so to speak. Alright, so let's do one more shuffle. And then we're going to cut. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August. Okay. 6 cards, please. 6 cards. Six cards. Oh, there's one. We're not reading no reversals. If you want a personal reading, then I would read reversals, but I'm not doing it on the monthlies for the general readings. Alright, 3 more cards, please. 3 more cards. And I do have to say, these cards are totally different than the ones that popped out the other day when my computer died. Okay. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. Seven. Okay. Well, 7 more cards popped out. They all popped out face up, so I'm going to take them. Okay. So we got 11 cards for the star sign of Aries. Okay. So we're going to introduce them. Okay, so the first card that popped out was number 21 in Major Arcana. It's called the Universe. Okay. It's the very last card in the Major Arcanas. The next card would be the Full. That's starting over fresh. A new beginning, so to speak. Okay. The second card that popped out was the 3 of Cups. It's called Rejoice and Celebration. The third card that popped out was, it's the Ace of Cups. It's called Love Begins. Number 18, it's called Shadow. Traditional, this is the Moon card. This one is the 5 of Cups. It's called Emotional Loss. This one is the 8 of Wands. It's called Accelerated Motion. This one is the 8 of Cups. It's called Emotional Withdrawal. I don't know how well you guys can see this. Move my cup out of the way. Don't want to spill my water. Maybe you could see it better if it was, the computer was faced towards the window where the sun's shining in. But it's called emotional loss. Then this one is, it's number 8. It's called Power, but it's actually a Strength card. And then this one is called Passion Ignited. It's the Ace of Wands. And then the third eye chakra. And then the Magician, number 1. It's called Awareness. Okay. Alright, so let's sit here for a second and grab up my new little present. It's a selenite stick that I purchased. Yes, I did take it out underneath the full moon last night and draw her down to charge it. So she should be nice and ripe and ready today. Alright, so the first thing that I'm noticing is you're going to have a change in a cycle. Okay? A change in a cycle with your emotions. Okay? It's going to be fast paced. And the reason why is because there's some mirroring going on. Okay? And I think what the universe is asking you is to, when you're mirroring, to stay balanced, as well as listen to your intuition, because we do have the third eye chakra and we do have the Magician, and he got the halo around his crown chakra, third eye area. As a matter of fact, on the awareness card, look, his crown chakra is all lit up. So you got the halo. Okay, so this is going to be a very intuitive, spiritual experience for you guys, Aries. Okay, and it's going to come in quickly. It's basically going to come in probably pretty much out of the blue. So we got a 21, which is a 3. A 3 is a 6, and 1 is 7. Okay, and then we got, that's for the top row. 7s are all about having faith, being patient, and trusting in the universe. So we got 18, and we got 13. 8 and 3 is 11. Carry the 1. 13 and 18, 20, 31, I believe. See, 18 and 8 is a 6, 1, 26, and 5, yes, 31. A 3 and a 1 is a 4. So we got 7 and a 4, 8, 8, and 1, 16, 17. 1 and a 7 is an 8. 7, 4, and 8. 7 and 4 is 11, plus 1 or plus 8 is 19. 1 and a 9 equals 10. 10s are about complete endings of a cycle and a new beginning, manifesting. Okay, so even the extra cards add up to a 7. So that's basically telling me to tell you to have faith and be patient, because your cycle is about to change. What kind of a cycle? An emotional cycle. You're mirroring your desires and your emotional loss. You're mirroring that. You're recognizing that what you're desiring is the change in emotion. You're desiring that new beginning. You're desiring, you got lots of cups. Okay, 1, 2, 3 major arcanas. 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. 2 wands. Wands is about action. It's also about your spiritual side. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 major arcanas. Major arcanas are all about your spiritual side as well, and so is your third eye chakra. So you're gonna have a total change in your emotions. Okay, it's gonna bring about, once you find balance in your emotions, it's gonna bring about a fast-paced change, a fast-paced creative change, because you got the Ace of Wands here, and it's passion ignited. It's going to open up your heart chakra, and you're going to feel the passion inside of it. You're going to want to create something new. And it's also going to open up your third eye chakra and bring about a creative, spiritually creative time. A new spiritually creative cycle, so to speak. Okay? But you are mirroring some kind of an emotional loss, because you get emotional withdrawal and you got an emotional loss. So you're mirroring something that's triggering your emotions, okay? Because you got the emotional loss and emotional withdrawal around the moon card, the shadow card. So you're mirroring, or whoever... the moon may be mirroring back to this. Maybe you need to release it and step into your power. Because you also have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. And what's in between it is accelerated motion, the Eight of Wands. And if you look, she's looking up to the heavens. She's looking up to that streaking star. What do they call that? A shooting star. Sorry, streaking star. It's not naked. Well, it could be. But anyways, it's a shooting star. What do you do when you see a shooting star? You make a wish. Okay? So she's looking up to the universe and that shooting star, knowing, okay, that's my wish. It's going to be... something is coming from the universe that's going to bring a change. Okay? Yes, there is something coming from the universe. It's called a cyclic change. So we got the universe and love begins. They're mirroring one another with rejoice and celebration. So the end of the cycle is definitely going to bring some kind of news possibly. And you're going to be celebrating because a new love, maybe it's a love, you're going to start loving yourself, and you're going to release this emotional loss, okay, by stepping into the power. The universe is giving you the power by mirroring what you need to change, okay, and it's definitely spiritual. So it could happen around the new moon partial solar eclipse next month. Okay, so the next set of cards we're going to do, these are the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. We're going to clarify with these. Clarify. Alright, clarifying Aries for the month of August. Clarifying for Aries for the month of August. Yeah, I would say that the universe is definitely mirroring some kind of, telling you need to find the balance in your emotions and your spiritual side. Okay. In order to find the balance, the universe is definitely going to trigger it for you, because they're going to make you... It's like the dark night of the soul with the eclipse that just happened. You got the mirroring effect. The moon is... the universe is forcing you to look within and release it. Not necessarily, because we haven't clarified yet, but the universe is asking you to love yourself. Okay? Don't know if somebody is going to come in and the new love begins, but right now what I'm seeing on the board is that the universe is telling you to love yourself first. Okay? To let go of all the regret and the remorse, and go towards your desires. Go towards what you desire. Are you desiring a new passion and a new love? Big possibility. Very big possibility. So I am seeing some 8s on the board. You got the 8 of Wands, you got the Strength card, and you got number 8 of Cups, okay? Which is representative of the month of August. It also represents a change, a universal change. Alrighty. Alright, so let's cut and clarify now. Alright. So, Spirit, can we clarify the universe card? Clarify the universe card for the sign of Aries. Clarify the universe card. The 4 of Cups. Alright, so this is the first card that popped out. This is the 4 of Cups. This is feeling that you missed an opportunity with someone when actually you did it. Okay? Got lots and lots of cups on this board. So there's some kind of an emotional change that needs to happen. Okay. So, the second card that popped out was the 5 of Swords. Swords relates to our logic, our reason, what we're thinking, what we're communicating. Okay? And then the last card that popped out was the 8 of Swords. Another 8. Okay? So, the reason why you feel you missed an opportunity is because you're tied and bound. You're trapped in your head. Okay? Well, the universe is telling you you need to walk away from that. You need to release what no longer serves you. Get out of your head. Because did you miss an opportunity? It's a possibility. But yeah, the universe, there's an ending to the cycles coming. You're gonna, because you got the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. They are mirroring one another. So the reason why you feel you missed an opportunity from the universe is because you're too trapped in your head, and they're asking you to walk away from that. Walk away from the things that no longer serve you. Walk away from the feeling of being trapped, okay? Because if you do that, you will see that you actually did not miss the opportunity, okay? That's probably why you got the Shadow card, the mirroring card, okay? Alright. Clarify the 3 of Cups. Now, take in mind this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest on the altar. By no means do I want to trigger something that doesn't need to be triggered or give somebody some kind of false hope. Please feel free to leave a comment. I do get them all. I love reading your comments. It makes me feel good to know that my readings do resonate with somebody other than myself most of the time. Alright, so clarify the 3 of Cups. clarify the Three of Cups, please. Whoa. Got a whole bunch of them. But we're going to start with the first one. Okay. So what kind of news or what kind of celebration are you having? Well, the first card that popped out was the Ten of Wands. Okay. So once you get out of your headspace and walk away from the emotional loss that you feel that you're going through, that the moon is triggering or mirroring inside of you, and you release these bonds, you will be celebrating because you'll be lighter. You'll be able to hear and feel what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay, but that's what the Ten of Wands is you're carrying all them burdens. Burdens that doesn't need to be there. You need to release it. The burden of your emotional loss. The burden of being withdrawn because somebody possibly hurt you, or maybe you feel you're missing someone, and that's why you're emotionally withdrawn and you're desiring the change. That's a big possibility. I don't know. I haven't checked out the other cards yet. So, alright. So that's a good reason to be celebrating, is to release them burdens, because trust me, they're not good for you. I know, because I have burdens myself, and I've been trying to basically release them and try to be patient as well. So the next card is the Five of Wands. Yeah, Wands is all about action. It's all about your spiritual side as well. So there's some kind of conflict going on. Conflict, it could be why you're carrying all the burdens. Right? The Four of Pentacles. Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. I had to pause it. My friend came, and I had to be asked to him for a minute. Alright, so I don't know if I showed you this, but this is the Four of Pentacles. And this is about, see, he's sitting outside of his house, and it's like he's not sharing anything. He's sitting on a pentacle, he's holding a pentacle, he got his 2 feet on a pentacle so it doesn't get anywhere. Kind of like as a stingy, selfish kind of energy. Okay. So then the next card that popped out was the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. But it doesn't have to be. It could be, I'm just throwing this out there, it could be a fire sign carrying the earth energy. It just depends on where the planets are in your chart and what's going on in your life. Okay? And if we look, kind of like, he makes me feel like he's the one that's all stingy, because look how big his pentacle is. And he does not look happy. Look at his face. He does not look happy. Okay? Like he's holding on to that pentacle pretty tight. Which is kind of weird, because usually the King of Pentacles he's pretty grounded. He's a good boss to work for if it's your boss. He's just all in all, he's just a pretty nice guy. He's very good with his money. He's very grounded, very family oriented, very, you know what I mean? He's just very earthy. Okay, so then the next card that popped out was the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about good partnerships, people coming together. A lot of people associate the Four of Wands with twin flame energy. Okay, so it could be a twin flame energy. And the reason why I say that is because the last card that popped out was the Eight of Cups. Now, Even though she got all the all 8 cups are there, and it looks like they're all full, she's walking away from them. And what is she walking away from? All them cups, the things that no longer serve her, and she's walking towards what she desires. She's walking towards all them intentions that she put out into the universe. Okay? So it's the second time that the 8 of Cups come out in this reading. So that is a pretty significant message about walking away from something that no longer serves you and walking towards something you desire. Okay? So I guess it would be a pretty good reason to celebrate. Because if you look, the King of Pentacles is looking over at the 4 of Wands. Okay? Like maybe he's possibly recognizing that partnership, recognizing what he desires. But in order to gain that, okay, Aries, in order to gain that, you definitely need to walk away and release the burdens. The burdens possibly of the feeling of being trapped, the burdens of conflict, the burdens of being selfish. Maybe that's what your conflict is. Maybe you're being a little bit too selfish or shady, or because it does kind of look like he's sitting outside of his home. Like he's not wanting to share. Like he's a bit selfish. But he needs to come forward with his desires. Is he desiring a relationship? Yeah, it kind of looks like it to me. Desiring some kind of a partnership, possibly twin flame, soulmate. Okay. So the universe so far, the universe is definitely helping him to mirror what no longer serves him. And what no longer serves him is being trapped in his head. And not seeing... and being trapped in his head, mirroring and shadowing the emotions, the fact that he needs to find balance in them emotions, okay, and walk towards what he desires, release the burdens. Yeah, it may be a bit of a challenge, because you do have a bit of a challenge there with the 5 of Wands beside the 10 of Wands. That tells me that that's a challenge. 5 of Wands is always about challenges and conflicts, okay? So yes, he is being challenged. His shadow side is being challenged to release it, okay? Because you know why? Because something new is coming in, something that he desires. All right. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Cups, please. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay, so the first card that popped out was the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Now, 2s represent some kind of a decision, okay? And if you see, it looks like he's juggling 2 pentacles, like he's multitasking. He's juggling, he's indecisive on which pentacle he actually does want. Maybe he wants both of them. Maybe that's why the 4 of Pentacles showed up. Maybe he's being a bit selfish. Well, that's going to change because you got the World card. Again, that's a pretty significant message. The end of a cycle is coming. There's no doubt about it. Okay, and then the last card that popped out to clarify the love begins is the 7 of Wands. Okay, the 7 of Wands is about the feeling of the need to have to defend yourself. So maybe he's going to make a decision to come towards you, because you do have the 2 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands mirroring one another. And maybe he's going to decide to come towards you and defend himself about why he did whatever he did. Like why he's so trapped in his head. Why he misses you and he wants to tell you he's sorry, or she. I'm saying he because we do have some masculine energy coming through here. But there's some kind of a cycle coming. He's deciding. The universe is actually making him decide by mirroring the dark side. The universe is going to come in and make him or her release the burdens, release the feeling of being trapped, make him see that he really never missed the opportunity. He was just too in his head, or she was too in her head to actually see what was right in front of him. Okay, clarify the moon card. Oh my, that was quick. Okay, the moon card. Alright, so the moon card is, these two guys are mirroring themselves. You got a dark side and you got the light side. Okay, the dark side has the moon on it, and the other side kind of like is yellow, like solar plexus color, or the sun color, which is where your life force energy comes from, or the truth comes from. So whenever you're mirroring your dark side, it's like bringing the truth to the light kind of thing. Okay, so the first card that popped out to clarify the shadow card was the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, well, as you can see, she's shining up her pentacles, as well as she's learning something. Maybe she's learning how to manifest. And the reason why I say that is because you do have the Magician card out. He popped out, and that's about manifesting. Okay, so maybe mirroring that is giving you the knowledge on how to manifest. What I mean by manifesting is, look, we got the Ten of Cups. Manifest that happy life. Manifest a marriage. Manifest a family. Manifest possibly a marriage. But a total and complete commitment. Okay. And the last card to come out to clarify the shadow card was the Two of Wands. Remember what I said, the Wands is about action. So the Two is about a decision. So somebody is deciding to take action to manifest this Ten of Cups, this happy marriage, this happily family, this happily intimate relationship. And they know how to do it because they're mirroring the moon. Their shadow self is mirroring how to do that, how to take action, and to know what to do to manifest the Ten of Cups. Alright, clarify emotional loss, please. Clarify emotional loss. Five of Cups. Alright, that card to come out was to clarify emotional loss. The Five of Cups, the Hermit come out. Now the Hermit is representative of Virgo. Okay, well, the Hermit is all about going within, which kind of makes sense because the card before it is a mirroring effect. You're mirroring your shadow side. How are you doing that? How are you able to come into the knowledge on how to take action to manifest it? You're going inside yourself. And I like the fact that the Hermit is illuminating the shadow side as well. So you have to go inside, kind of like go through the dark night of the soul. Go inside and release, know what to release, to walk away from that emotional loss. I'm telling you, the universe is going to help you do this. You're going to have no choice in the matter. But that's what the hermit represents, going inside, like you're going into hermit mode. When you think about a hermit, you think about I consider myself a hermit. Like, I really don't sometimes like going out in the public. I prefer to stay in my little shell because I am a Cancer, I'm a crab. I prefer to stay inside my little shell where it's all nice and safe and comfy. Well, that's what the hermit does. Stays within himself, learns what is going on. He's very intuitive as well, so that kind of makes sense. The hermit is illuminating the emotional loss, basically. Alright, so we're going to move on. I think that's a good clarifier. Okay, so clarify the Eight of Wands, the accelerated motion. Clarify the Eight of Wands, the accelerated motion. Eight of Wands, the accelerated motion. Clarify the accelerated motion. Alright. What's being accelerated? The Ace of Swords. Some kind of clarity. Some kind of clarity in communication. Swords is about communication, logic, and reason. And aces are about, they're about something new, a new beginning, manifesting. Okay, and you can see the sword is faced up towards the heavens, so to speak. You got the bird, which represents spiritual messages. Some kind of clarity through communication, and I think that's cool because if you look on the card, she is looking up towards that shooting star. There's our clarity. The universe is sending the clear clarity. The universe is sending that communication. How are they sending it? Via the third chakra. Through spirit. So what's being accelerated is some kind of clarity through communication. Alright, so we're going to clarify emotional withdrawal, which is equivalent to the Eight of Cups, which we've already had a couple of times. Alright, so clarify the Eight of Cups, please. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Okay, emotional withdrawal. Clarify the Eight of Cups, please. Okay. The Justice card popped out, the sign of Libra. So Eight of Cups, walking towards your desires. Emotional withdrawal. It looks like he's sitting by the ocean and he's meditating. Okay, well, Justice is telling you need to find balance. You're going to find balance by emotionally withdrawing and going within yourself to release the burdens, release the illusion of being trapped. Okay, now if you look, the Justice card is in red. Her dress is in red, which is your root chakra color. She's got the green cape, which is your heart chakra color, and she's got the purple cape behind her. She also got the sword raised to the heavens as well. So the purple cape behind her, up around her head, behind her hanging, can represent her crown and third eye chakra, like she intuitively knows. The red dress, the root chakra, is finding balance and grounding herself. So that, and then the cape around her shoulders and above her heart chakra, well, it's the heart chakra color. So she's finding balance by grounding herself opening her heart chakra and let the spirit talk to her, okay? She could also be representative of a lawyer, a doctor, anybody in a uniform, a judge. If you got some kind of legal thing going on, she's telling you that it's going to work out in your favor. So, walking towards your desires and leaving the feeling of being trapped and the feeling of that you possibly missed an opportunity is definitely going to work out in your favor, because the Justice is here to tell you that once you find the balance that's needed, you're going to get the power to ignite that passion. Okay? Alright, so we're going to take another clarifier on emotional withdrawal, please. Another clarifier on emotional withdrawal. The Ace of Cups. So what is going to happen? You're going to get justice over a new love. By walking towards what you desire, justice is telling you that you are going to get your Ace of Cups. That's a pretty significant message to come out twice. Okay? Alright, so we're going to move on to the Power card. The Strength card, please. The Strength card. Alright, so we got the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is all about nostalgia. Okay? As you can see, you got two kids playing in playing next to a well of water. But this could represent childhood friends. It could represent past lives. It could represent childhood memories. But basically, the Six of Cups is about remembering something or nostalgia. You know, so okay, we're going to get another card for that. So your power comes from remembering that. Somebody's going to return. So the next card that popped out was the Nine of Swords. Unfounded fear. Focusing on worst case scenarios. Staying up late night worrying. Okay. Could be that you're up late worrying about whoever's coming back. You're worried that they're not going to come back. Because you do have a lot of emotions on this board, Aries. A lot. We're going to do another clarifier for that. The Power card. So you got the power. I'm sorry. You got the power to move on from that. But worrying about somebody coming back, alright. Give me one more clarifier on the Power card, the Strength card. One more clarifier. Ah, the Star card. Okay. Alright, so the Star card could be wishes being granted. First and foremost, that's usually how people refer this card. But in all actuality, where else on here? Oh, the Eight of Cups. Remember I said you're walking towards what you desire? Well, look, you have already left, basically, you've already left what it no longer serves you. You bared your soul to the universe. Put your intentions in to the flow. Okay? You poured out your heart into the universe, poured out your emotions to the universe by setting your intentions. Each one of these stars are wishes that you've asked for. Okay? And then you got the huge star in the center. She's standing naked in the river too, which means she's burying her soul. So, are you afraid that the universe isn't going to give you what you wished for? Is that why you're staying up late? Are you afraid that what you wished for, you're focusing on, and it's bringing that fear in? Well, the universe is telling you, you can find the strength to walk away from that. You can find the strength to come into go into yourself and become one with you. Once you find balance within yourself, within your masculine and your feminine side, you will see the flow. You will see how fast the flow of manifesting will happen. Alright, let's clarify the passion ignited. Passion ignited. I'm not going to clarify the third eye chakra and the magician. I think those are pretty good cards that say that this is going to be a spiritual transition. Alright, so clarify passion ignited, please. Clarify passion ignited. Again, we got the Nine of Cups. That's about wishes being granted. But nines are also about solitude. Okay? Nines are about solitude. And if you look, there is nobody else out there with her, but all her cups are there in front of her. But yet she's still sitting there with that one cup in front of her, wishing and hoping that somebody is going to return. Okay? So now we got the Three of Cups again for the second time. Three of Cups is about news of a celebration. It could also represent a third party situation, but there's some kind of celebrating going on. To me, they're standing in a field of flowers, and it looks like they're all dressed up. So maybe they're celebrating some kind of a wedding, some kind of news that just come in. That could be the reason why you got it landed on a passion ignited. Maybe the news coming in is a wish being granted. Alright, I'm not going to clarify anymore. I feel that that's pretty cool. So what I see laying on the board so far is the universe is going to come in and help you release them thoughts in your head, them thoughts of being trapped, and help push you towards what you're desiring. They're going to give you the knowledge on how to do it and how to make that choice to take action to go towards your twin flame, your soulmate, or just a new love in general. Okay? So be patient, Aries, because the news is coming. When it's coming, well, this is just August energies. It doesn't mean that it's going to come in August. These are just the energies coming towards you in August. Okay? It could happen around the new moon, because you do have a moon card, and there was another card on here I seen there was a moon in the background. Let me see if I can find it on here. Yep, right here's the Eight of Cups. There's a moon in the background. So it very well could happen on the partial solar eclipse as well. Okay? Because the moon times are, they're pretty, they can be pretty intense. Especially if you have, say, the sign of Aries, but your Aries sign is in the moon. You're an Aries moon. You know, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying that. It's like I said, this is a general reading. It doesn't necessarily have to. It does. If it doesn't resonate, don't keep it. Alright, so the next cards we're going to use is the Archangel cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, Archangels, what messages do you have for the sign of Aries for the month of August? Aries for the month of August. So Aries for the month of August, what messages do you have, Archangels? Alright. Alright. One more. There we go. Okay. Well, Aries, the Archangels want you to know to spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. The Universe card coming out twice. Yes, I agree. The end of a cycle. Perfect timing. Okay. I understand why you got the 8 of Cups twice, because they want you to be clear with your intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. That means you got to release that emotional loss, get out of your head and walk away from it. Okay? Definitely be clear with your intentions and what you truly desire. That could be why you got the 8 of Cups twice. And the last thing they spit out in your message is Archangel Shamiel, your life's purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Remember I said that the King of Pentacles could very well be a boss. And then you're going to get justice. That's why I said you need to find balance. Find balance in them emotions, because there's a change coming. An end of a cycle, a new beginning. Stay balanced and listen to your intuition. Alright, we're going to use the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. See what kind of messages they bring out. Sorry if you're hearing the lawnmower in the background. My grass is getting mowed by Speedy Gonzalez. He thinks my yard is a racetrack. And he is going like 1,000 miles an hour in a circle. I wish you guys could see it because it's pretty funny. But yeah, so if you hear a lawnmower in the background, that's what's going on. He's about to come around again. Oh, backed up. He's coming forward. Yep, and off he goes. Oh, bye. Alright. Romance Angels, what messages do you have for the sign of Aries for the month of August? Maybe you guys are going to start your own spiritual business of some kind. I started a YouTube channel as my spiritual business, and I also have a circle page that I started. So maybe one of you guys is going to do that too. Maybe that's why you need to find balance in your emotions. Walk away from the fact that you think you can't do it, because you can. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Yes, it's going very slow, but over the past month, I gained 350 subscribers, actually 360 subscribers. I had one subscriber for 2 months, and that was my daughter. And then, poof, all of a sudden it took off. So, you know, it's just, you know, it is what it is. But make sure you stay clear on what you're desiring. I see that with the 8 of Cups coming out twice. Are you desiring a new love? Yes, but you need to find balance. You can't usher in something new if you're all over the place. You're scattered. Release the feeling of being trapped in your head. Walk away from it, because it's not going to serve you. Alright, romance angels for sign of Aries for the month of August, please. Alright. Romance angels, Aries for the month of August. 3 cards, please, romance angels. 3 cards. Oh, there's 2. I need one more. One more card, please. One more card. One more card. That one wants to come out. Alright. Alright, so the romance angels want you to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. And if you look, it looks like he's communicating with a couple of people. Okay? But the angel, that cherub, is up above him, ready to shoot the arrow. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. That could be why the moon come out is a shadow effect. The mirroring deception back to them. What's the deception about? Emotions. Yep. Well, that's going to change, because the universe is going to change it. So somebody, whoever's wearing the false mask, it kind of makes sense, because they have an inner conflict going on. That's why they're wearing the mask. They're not sure. Maybe Aries, you're awakening. Maybe that's why you're in your head. Maybe you are in the middle of an awakening, and you're about to go through an awakening. I see that on the board. And in the deception is you're going to be taking off your mask. You're mirroring that emotion, the emotional loss. Alright, so the last card that popped out was, this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner that you seek. Absolutely. It showed up in your reading. Okay? So this is what I see on the board. This is the overall message for the sign of Aries. Okay? If you don't release the illusion of being trapped in your head, the universe is going to come in and do it for you. And how they're going to do it is they're going to mirror that darkness. They're going to mirror them emotions. They're going to mirror the fact that they're going to mirror that inner conflict that's going on within you, and trigger an end of a cycle. It's going to trigger the clarity. It's going to trigger that dark night of the soul. It's going to trigger that unfounded fear. Okay? But in the meantime, when it's triggering that emotion, it's going to bring you, whenever you come back out of that dark night of the soul, that darkness, that emotional loss, you're going to bring with you clarity. The universe is going to bring you the clarity through your third eye and crown chakra. But in order to hear it, you've got to stay balanced. You got to stay true to yourself. You got to admit basically to yourself what that emotion is. I could tell you right now, with all the cups cards that's on the board, it's telling me that you are in defensive mode with your emotions because you feel that you missed an opportunity. You feel that you missed an opportunity. Maybe you feel that you got left behind. I'm not really sure. I'm just telling you what I see. Maybe you feel that that's why you need to be defensive, because you feel that, hey, you know, you bring out the defensive mode against yourself. You know, you're mirroring that defensiveness. The universe is forcing you to see that. The universe is forcing you to trigger these emotions, to make you free yourself. They're trying to get you to free yourself. You are mirroring the deception back to you to see what needs to change, okay? What you need to do is find balance in them emotions and keep true to what you're desiring. Your soul knows what you need, okay? You need to find the strength and the balance, okay? Because look, he's half lion and half himself. That's finding balance within yourself, okay? You got the power to do it. You're triggering by remembering maybe a past life, or you're being triggered to because you set the intentions. Maybe you set the intentions before you come down, or maybe you've been setting the intentions. Your soul knows what you desire, okay? So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get some spirit messages. We're going to see what spirit has to say, and then we're going to close this beautiful reading for Aries. Alright, spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Aries for the month of August? But it's time, Aries. It's time to spread your wings and soar. It's time for a change. It's time for a new cycle. It's time to release that deception and look, because you've already met the person that you're seeking, but you have to keep the open mind. You have to listen to the nudges that the universe is trying to give you. But once you find balance your emotions, I see that you will be able to understand and listen to what the universe is trying to tell you. It will ignite the passion within yourself. Instead of being I call it Debbie Downer, and staying in that, oh, well, you know, da 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 da, and, you know, sulking and not believing, and, you know, the universe is going to force you to see it. Alright. Spirit messages for the sign of Aries for the month of August. Sign of Aries for the month of August. Spirit, what messages do you have? Alright. 3 cards, please. 3 cards for the sign of Aries. Sorry. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I am going through either my throat chakras opening or clearing or releasing some kind of a block. But today, as you can tell, I don't sound as froggy. One more card, please. Or two. Alright. Alright. Beautiful cards. Okay. Okay, the first card that popped out is Heed Your Dreams. Okay. So, as you can see in the background, there's a sun. She is, looks like she's sleeping. And the snake is going into her third eye. Like, let's see what else I'm seeing here.
I think Jeff Gordon's done.
I also see the color in the leaves changing. You got the yellow and then you got like this bluish color. Okay. So basically Spirit is telling you to heed your dreams. So if you are, the mirroring effect is going on in your dreams, heed them. Listen to them. There's a reason why. Okay. And this card is a number 17, which adds up to another 8. I've been seeing a lot of 8s in the monthly, August monthly readings. Alright, so Spirit also is saying this is a 46, adds up to a 10. Saying reflect, time to reflect. And I'm seeing this in the shadow card. Shadow card. So, like I said, you're mirroring your darkness. You're mirroring what needs to be released. Time to reflect. So heed your dreams. Maybe you're reflecting it in your dreams. Maybe that this is all going on in your dreams, or maybe possibly through your third eye or your crown chakra. That could be why the snake is going into her third eye and heed your dreams. But you are definitely, without a doubt, reflecting something or shadowing something or mirroring something that needs to be released. Okay? And the next card is a 6. And it says change is unavoidable. I agree with that. Change is unavoidable because you got an end of a cycle coming. The universe is pushing for that. And look, we got a moon and we got a sun. That's your yin and your yang. You got a butterfly that represents transformation. You also got a dragonfly. You guys will have to look that up and see if it has a special meaning for you. Okay? So you got the egg over here with the light shining in it. Well, eggs represent birth. Okay? The skulls represent, I would say, death. So maybe you got death and rebirth coming. Of course. You got a rebirth coming because you are reflecting your dark night of the soul. You're reflecting what needs to be released. Okay? Remember I said you need to find balance? You need to find balance in your emotions. Embrace your masculine. So, feminines out there, you need to embrace your masculine. Or if you're masculine, maybe you need to embrace your feminine. Or if you're masculine, maybe you are overly emotional and you need to embrace your masculine. Okay? But Spirit is telling you, and it's a number 11 too. So that's a twin flame number. So you definitely need to find balance between your feminine and your masculine. Okay? And how are you going to do that? You're going to reflect. You're going to reflect what needs to be released. You need to release these burdens. You need to release that illusion of being trapped. You need to release the burdens that you're carrying and the inner conflict. I see the inner conflict, okay? Because, and you need to stay true to your desires. I also see the inner conflict here between emotional loss and the Hermit. The Hermit is illuminating this loss. You need to release it because all you're going to do is stay trapped. The universe is going to make you see it. They're going to give you the clarity, and they're going to make you see it whether you want to or not. Okay? Alright, sign of Aries. I wish you the best of luck. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please feel free to leave comments below. And remember that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everybody, and there may be one part that resonates and the rest doesn't. But I can tell you, once you find the balance, you are going to feel, you're going to feel that change. You're going to feel so much lighter. Your vibration's going to raise. And the clarity that's going to come in, your third eye chakra is going to open. Your crown chakra is going to open. You're going to have a direct link to spirit. But as long as you stay trapped in that illusion and you don't find the balance between your masculine and feminine, that's not going to happen. You're going to basically have a tower moment, because the universe is definitely going to come in and force this change. Okay, you got two 8 of Cups, you got 2 worlds, you got the moon reflection or shadow, and you got spirit is telling you it's time to reflect. So maybe that's, and we did just have the full moon, blood moon, total lunar eclipse, okay, which it does not surprise me that we got the reflection cards popping out and shadow card. But change is unavoidable. If you don't do it, if you don't choose it, if you choose not to choose, the universe is going to choose for you. But you'll feel so much better when you do. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to defend yourself against anybody. The only person you need to defend yourself against is yourself. Blessed be from the Crow's Priestess, Aries.